How much of
You
that?
just pray that one day I'll flinch.
You flinched before.
No, I haven't.
I've seen you flinch.
No, I haven't.
You have.
No, I haven't. Stop.
There you
I
go.
knew you was going to do it.
How much of that Destiny video did you watch where he was explaining why him and Melina broke up?
0.
I got mega triggered by what I feel like was Melina telling me a lie 4 days ago. And I got unhinged. And I think I told her, I was like, listen, you need to be gone by the time I get back. Get all your shit, leave, blah, 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 blah. I think I didn't want to sleep that night, and I didn't. I stayed up all night. I started like dumping shit in chat. Despite Mel saying things about me privately to other friends and things that I don't feel are fair, I think she is still doing, because I still hear this. I don't think it's my place. I shouldn't be like taking private relationship stuff and like airing that publicly. There's literally no reason to do this. I should have never done this when I was typing in chat. There's no reason for me to do like a public accounting of like a private relationship between me and Mel. As much as I think she's made some deplorable decisions over the past few months, I just don't think it's very fair for me to like, I'm going to do the Mel Manifesto and just completely on her and dump everything on blah, blah, blah.
Before I go on, what are your thoughts on Destiny's relationship? I'm assuming you know how it works.
Yeah. It's not that I don't... Well, to be honest with you, I'll say outright, I don't agree with it. Anyone who does it, I don't agree with it. I think it's weird. I think it's wrong. Yeah, each to their own, live how you want, but I don't agree with it.
A lot of people have been asking me for my opinion on the situations. Obviously, it came out. I heard my brother talking about it, and then one of my cousins mentioned it to me, and obviously we were talking about it. So I'm going to give because I've never actually given my opinion on Destiny's relationship, because I respect Destiny as a content creator. I think he's a very good debater. I don't always agree on a lot on the things he says, but I can respect his viewpoint. And I am always of the mind of, it's not bothering me. It's not something that I deem to be troublesome for me, so I'm not going to comment on it. But if you really want to know what I think about open relationships, I think people that enter open relationships are... There's no easy way to say it. There's no nice way to say it. I think it's a bit pathetic. I think that when you enter a relationship, you're meant to be committed to that person. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why Destiny took it one step further. He didn't it's not just his girlfriend, right? Because then maybe you could make the argument, oh, it's not so serious, whatever. Even though I still don't agree with that. I think if you have a girlfriend, you should be committed to her, or if you have a boyfriend, you should be committed to him. But he took it one step further and he married this girl. Now, I don't understand why you would marry somebody and then be okay with her guzzling somebody else's semen. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. I don't even know how you could sleep at night. Moreover, I don't know how your wife can be in bed and you're off in another state doing whatever to other people. It's mind-boggling to me. It goes against what I understand a relationship to be. Because as far as I'm aware, you're supposed to commit to somebody.
Yeah.
You're supposed to commit.
That's the whole point.
Things are not always going to be easy between you. And I think the whole... He made a comment. I was watching his live stream and he said, I just can't see myself being with one person physically.
The way that my brain is wired, the way that I like to spend time with people, is I will probably always gravitate towards that relationship style. I have a really hard time imagining myself being in like a monogamous, close relationship.
And to me, that just screams like he's unable to temper temptation. Like he would cheat. Like he just can't help himself. He can't see somebody and love them enough to just respect them. I don't know if I'm wording it properly. I just don't understand why you would get into a relationship and want to fuck other people.
Yeah, I think it defeats the whole object of getting married as well. Like, what's the point?
Yeah. Now, like I said, that you guys come here to hear our opinions. So if you want to know my opinion, yeah, I think open relationships and people that enter them are on some level pathetic. That's just my personal opinion. If you want to know what I'm thinking deep down, when I hear that a man has got a woman and it's open on her end and it's open on his end, I think that they're pathetic.
But I would also love to hear the mindset and thoughts of a person who does do it. I'd love to know why they want to as well, you know?
I don't know why you would want to, because they don't work. Open relationships do not work. They might work for a time. They will never be long lasting. I didn't even know this, but there's boundaries in open relationships as well. I was under the impression when you get into an open relationship, you come back to each other. You're the main one, but you're allowed to go out there and do
What's the
whatever you want.
boundary?
So this is where Destiny and Melina kind of butted heads. So Melina, I think she was going back to Sweden, and she started seeing this guy. I use the word guy very lightly here. Let me show you a picture.
So is it a case of, what about if you was in an open relationship and you kept sleeping with the same person consistently? Okay.
So it's a femboy, basically. It's a guy dressed like a woman. This is the kind of people that Melina's into. If you look at Destiny, no shade on Destiny, but you know, he's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't look.
It's not the
He
most
doesn't like.
masculine.
Yeah, it doesn't like he's seen in the inside of a gym in his life.
I have socks on.
Why does this girl take my place? Who's this girl? Who's this girl? Who's this girl? Who is she?
It's Tima.
It's Timma.
Tabitha.
I love
I'm Tabitha.
Enchanté.
Oh
no, don't steal that from me. Don't steal Timothy. Glued to your lap.
Isn't this how girls say?
This way.
With their legs.
She looks like she goes for guys that she looks more powerful around,
Yeah.
or simps, or these. Now this guy apparently has mental health issues, and he was trying to manipulate her into saying that he was going to off himself. Like there was messages of him saying, "Oh, I'm going to off myself," or if you don't break out of Destiny, this, that, and the other. She got very invested in him, and I think Destiny had an issue with it, an issue of this particular guy. And what makes it even worse is that Destiny was paying for her apartment in Sweden that this guy was going into and cream pieing her. That whole situation is crazy. I don't understand it. I will never understand it. And the thing with Destiny's situation is that he's given a lot of these red pill guys a lot of shit for their takes on relationships, which are also takes that I don't agree with, because I think when you enter a relationship, you should be monogamous. That's my personal belief. But he has spoken down to people a lot when it comes to relationships. If you look at how Destiny's relationship came to be, he went to Sweden or somewhere, I think it's Sweden, and he met Melina when she was with another guy. And that guy was also okay with her being in open relationships.
Tried some wines.
Okay, can we?
And then we got super drunk.
We need to. No.
No, we're not
Let
drunk.
me explain what happened.
He's like,
This one is drunk, and that guy is.
No, it's not true. You're
So-
drunk.
Could be drunk.
I right now
Apparently.
I'm babysitting these two guys because they're very drunk. So I'm trying to make sure that they become sober, right? You want to be sober? Okay.
So this is what we're doing. We're having a rehabilitation, just sensation for Steven, so he knows what it's like to be a real human. Because a big part of what society does today is that it disconnects you from the human experience. It makes you believe that you're not human.
Maybe she sets it straight from the start that that's what she wants.
No, that is because she said it on
Yeah.
a podcast on, I think it was Lex Freeman's podcast, that she has only ever known open relationships. She's never been in a monogamous relationship.
Your relationship is you're in an open relationship. What's that like? From a game theoretic simulation perspective, what went into that calculation? And like, how does that,
Like how that started, or
how did that start? Sure.
the only relationships I've ever done has been open relationships since I was like in high school, because I didn't really understand like why wouldn't you be able to like do other things with other people, but then just like have your main partner basically.
He went over to Sweden and he basically stole her from another guy. So I'm not really sure why anybody would be surprised that he has now had her stolen by another guy.
I just don't understand the concept of getting into a relationship or calling it a relationship when a lot of single people just sleep with whoever they want anyway.
Yeah,
So what's the point of...
relationships are supposed to be about commitment to one person. That's what they are supposed to be. Open relationships are just a bastardized term for people that don't understand what commitment is. That's all it is. And to take it one step further and marry somebody and then be okay with them going out and doing these things is crazy to me. Obviously, he can do whatever he wants. He's allowed to free up his woman to whoever he wants to. But that is mad. That is mad. Can you imagine? Can you imagine I come home and I smell that pussy. Or you come home and I could just smell another man on you. And they're just cool with it. Imagine you had a boyfriend and you go meet him at a club and you can see him kiss another girl. And that's it.
It could never be me.
His Discord messages leaked, right? And he was talking about how he doesn't want to throw his wife under the bus. But essentially, this new guy that she has become obsessed with is extremely toxic and abusive. When he visited Sweden last, he gave Melina an ultimatum to divorce him, divorce Destiny, or he threatened to off himself. And so for whatever reason, Melina decided to go for this guy and leave Destiny. So
she's trapped now.
She's gone. Now, I watched Destiny on his live stream saying how Melina's agreed to pay back all this stuff. You know, he paid for this, and so she's giving him the money back. But I think he's kind of missing the point. Melina was a nobody before Destiny came about. Although she might have given him back a lot of his money that he paid for the apartment or paid for her, like paid for other things, the amount of money that she's going to make on her OnlyFans and just on YouTube and TikTok.
Is that what she's doing, OnlyFans?
Yeah, she's had an OnlyFans for ages.
Right. So she does OnlyFans and she's in an open relationship and he put a ring on it.
Yeah.
I must be doing something wrong.
I don't know what's wrong with people. Honestly, Destiny's relationship will never make sense to me, and people that do that will never make sense to me. And like I said, I try to be impartial when we talk about these things, but if you really want to know what I think about people that do that stuff, I think it's pretty pathetic. It's sad. It obviously shows a lack of commitment. They are too taken in by instant gratification. Like, I think they're consumed by sex. Like, that's all that's on their mind. Like, and so you have to go out and do it with other people, and not to mention, like, obviously mistakes happen. You go out there and like you start glazing other people, you might get someone pregnant. You might bring something home to your wife. It just
there's a lot that comes with it. It's not just that straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, and he's got a kid as well.
With her?
No, not with her. Somebody else. This is his second divorce.
Who, Destiny?
Yeah.
Why did the first one divorce?
Who knows? I mean, I think it was probably an open relationship again. I don't know. I couldn't do it. For me, it looks like Melina just goes about, and because she's a conventionally attractive woman, she goes for these guys that are like physically way below her, that she knows she'll get like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's for money. I don't know if it's for their power. I don't know if it's just because she likes to be dominant. She always used to do this thing where she'd flex her guns and be like, she's the man in the relationship. I think they said that she was like a victim of abuse when she was a kid. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, but stuff like that would make sense if you look at the way someone behaves now.
I would stay away from her. I would encourage all men to stay away from her. I don't even necessarily have a thing against her. It's just that women that behave like that, even Destiny, man, I would encourage women to stay away from him as well, because he'll cheat, right? Even if, well, it's not cheating if it's open, but it's weird. I don't know. I watched the whole thing unfold and I was like, well, is anybody surprised? Obviously, other people are dunking on him now. I think Myron was actually pretty nice about it to him. I think Myron and Destiny get on. So he sent him a message saying, oh, sorry, this, that, and the other. It's not
people pick and choose.
Yeah, I don't have a thing against Destiny. I watch Destiny's content. I like it, but open relationships are absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, if a guy ever said that to me, I'll be like, I won't even say bye. I'll just not respond. That's like...
Yeah, that's disrespect. That is a complete disrespect. But to each their own, he did say that he will probably get into another relationship and it will probably be open. So he clearly hasn't learned his lesson.
Drop me out.
How many people do you have to fuck? Like, really?
Yeah.
Is it that big of a deal?
That's what I'm saying. If they're doing it with the same person consistently, then it's kind of like they may as well be your boyfriend as well. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's you're.
It's lame. I think it's lame.
It's weird.
I think it's even more lame to like get married. I don't know if they got married in the church or whatever, but to get married and then continue doing it, I'm just like.
So I saw this thing online, and it was of like a guy who created a Hinge profile. And on his Hinge profile, it was all pictures of like him and his girlfriend in every picture. And then the caption was, my girlfriend said that she's looking to spice things up and we're looking for a third person that we can have some fun with. Like, just in terms of to sleep with, basically. Somebody they can have a threesome with. And I just thought that was absolutely insane to know that basically your boyfriend's on a dating app to find another woman for you two to both sleep with together. Like, it's just weird to me. I can't grasp it. I can't come to terms with it. I could never accept it. It's just wild.
I think that one is less weird than what Destiny and Melina are doing, because she will fly off to another country and have sex with untold amounts of people. And then he'll fly off to another country and have sex with untold amounts of people. But with that one, even though that's weird, they're both sharing that experience together. So it's not like, oh, you came in from a
No,
night
but
out.
if you think about it, it's still the whole concept of he's looking at his likes, going, yeah, this girl's pretty.
She might
Oh,
be bi
should we
though.
choose her? And then knowing that your man's got an attraction to another woman and he's actually getting to shag her, and then he might enjoy her more than you in the moment, and just things like that. There's just a lot more to it. It's not as straightforward as, yeah, let's just have some fun. People who say that are lying.
Yeah, well, I think that like marriage and we'll focus on marriage because relationships are very flippant. But if you're committed to somebody in a marriage, I think marriage has been bastardized now. There's so many things that are now allowed when it comes to weddings that kind of goes against the tradition of what it is. If I had a friend that was doing it, I'd even say to him, bro, you realize right now we're out here, you know, we're about to get 5 guys and your girl's about to get 5 guys. It's just that our one's food and I don't know, man.
Oh boy.
I couldn't do it. I could not do it. And yes, if you're wondering, yes, I judge people that do it. I judge them harshly. I don't even care how people feel about that. That's fucking weird.
Michael's created a Discord for us.
We've created Discord.
Well, Michael's created a Discord for us. You posted about it the other day on our, is it a community? Or?
Yeah. Basically, our WhatsApp thing was a bust.
Yeah, the WhatsApp thing wasn't as good because we weren't able to actually talk and communicate with people because WhatsApp's not giving you that privacy of hiding your number. So we've created a Discord now so that anybody who wants to interact with us more, even on a day-to-day, the link's going to be in our description, and you'll be able to have a browse in there and see how many different sort of chats there are that we've created.
Yes.
And just get connected with us.
Me and Sabi are the moderators, obviously. So for now, we'll remain the moderators. Although at some point, if it grows to a substantial size, then we'll elect people to do the moderation, people that we trust. But for now, you'll be able to go in there, interact with us. You can have general chit chat. You can debate the topics. I've broken everything down into sections so you don't get lost. I've left little messages everywhere so people know where they're going. If you've never used Discord before and you want to do it on your phone, you can just go to the App Store or the Google Play Store. Download Discord, Discord, and then we'll send you the Midnight Rubbish link will be in the description. And then just, have a read over the rules. Don't break the rules. Obviously, I am lenient, but nothing that is going to get us in trouble. You can also send us videos there as well, because I know a lot of you send them to our emails, and we try to check them as much as possible, but it can get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, you can send us videos that you want us to react to, and you can also just send videos, maybe short ones that you just want to get our quick opinion on that's not worth us actually filming a video on, and then that way, you're still getting to see a bit more.
Yeah, and there might be other stuff in there. If me and Sabi start doing some traveling, we might film some vlogs. The description will have the Discord link, and we'll be updating it periodically. I mean, right now it's busy because of Christmas, but yeah. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on the videos, guys. It does help us out a lot.
Michael promised he would never ever say that one day.
I did promise, but I'm not doing it in a video. So they've already seen the video. This is not interrupting them. I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that stops the video halfway.
But definitely like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, it does help us out.